tutti, benvenuti. Oggi iniziamo questo gioco Broken Arrow, appena uscito da 2 giorni. Lo proviamo in diretta. Lanciamo la campagna.
American military presence in the Baltics has been reinforced in response to the Russian military exercises held on both sides of the Sawatki Gap in Kaliningrad and Belarus. With more than 40,000 military personnel involved, ships, tanks, planes, and helicopters, it's the biggest military exercise ever held in the region. Camp Hercus, the new permanent U.S. base in the region, is at the epicenter of tensions, as U.S. and Russian military exercises are held simultaneously less than 20 miles away from each other.
The need for the permanent deployment of U.S. forces in Lithuania is more apparent than ever. And we are looking forward to continuing to take advantage of opportunities to enhance the interoperability of our forces, providing a credible deterrent against any potential aggression, and to operate more effectively should deterrence fail.
General Bennett, you are in charge of U.S. military operations in the region. Why are U.S. forces in such close proximity to the Russian exercise? Don't you fear this aggressive posture could lead to an escalation?
Last time I checked, Lithuania was a sovereign country. If it is their wish to host permanent U.S. forces on their soil, I don't see why Moscow should have a say in that. Now, if you excuse me, I have a military exercise to prepare.
Thank you, General Bennett.
Good morning, Commander. So, have you seen me on the news? Everyone's talking about this exercise. It's not every day you see such a display of power. Reminds me of Desert Storm in 91.
Facciamo questa esercitazione, l'inizio dello spettacolo. Sperando che questo gioco sia uno spettacolo. Sembra male. Amo questo genere di giochi.
Miller keeps calling and won't give me a break if I don't throw him a bone. Go pick him up at his hotel and take him for a tour, Commander. Show him around the base, do whatever you want, as long as you keep him out of my hair. And take Williams with you. No offense, but she's more talkative than you.
Well, Commander, I guess we're the bone then. Miller's hotel is on the way to the training area. Let's hope he's in a better mood than the General.
Moving out.
Move up.
There are units from all 3 Baltic states regrouped here. Lithuanian artillery, mechanized infantry from Latvia, as well as reservists and armored vehicles from Estonia. They have different equipment, different tactics, speak different languages. Creating an interoperable force in this region is a real headache. Counselor Miller, I am Major Williams. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The Commander and I will show you around on our way to the General. Please hop in.
Well, it's about time. Let's go. Take me to the training ground first. I need to make sure that our equipment is showcased in the best possible conditions.
Telecamere
The
fatte.
exercise is about to start, so you will be able to see for yourself. But I didn't know there was a show.
This whole exercise is for show, Major. A show of force for our potential enemies, but also an arms fair for our partners.
I see. And which partners are we trying to impress today, Counselor?
That's confidential. Just drive, Major.
Striker.
Are we there yet, Major?
Almost, sir.
Stiamo arrivando.
This is the artillery training ground, Counselor. Here our soldiers practice fire mission procedures. The commander will make a demonstration for you.
Well, let's see how much time it'll take you to hit all these targets, Commander.
Mortar, ready to fire.
Abbiamo un 21, una 240.
Who wants a skylight for
Mortaio.
his house?
Adesso
Call for fire received. Mortar available, sir.
spara. Vai.
Roger. Fire coordinates received.
Well, I don't have all day, Commander. Will you manage to hit or target or not?
Preso.
Dispersion increases with distance. That's why more rounds are needed to hit targets located further away.
Ah,
Smart munitions don't have this problem. They are much more accurate and can correct their trajectory to hit a target designated by a laser.
Roger. Fire mission
ma
received.
con sì. Abbiamo il 120 mm ok. Il fumo 120 PGM.
Solid copy. Fire mission received.
As you can see, our latest battlefield management interface enables extremely responsive fire missions.
It was I who sold that concept to Congress. Glad to see it works in practice, too.
Moving there now.
Allora, qua abbiamo un sistema Patriot, dovrebbe essere.
So how is your hotel, Counselor? I've heard it's quite fancy.
AN Avengers.
Apart from the fact that I was woken up every 20 minutes by helicopters passing right over my head, it was lovely.
Sistemi di difesa.
Hey, why is the radar of this Patriot turned off?
Allora,
It's the standard procedure to keep the radar turned off by default, to keep the unit mobile and avoid destruction by anti-radiation missiles. They can still use their backup tracking systems to target aircraft, but in this mode, their detection and engagement range are limited.
Then switch this radar on, Commander. Let's see how far target practice drones can be detected and engaged.
premendo
Radar turned on.
Z si attiva lo stesso il radar.
Wow, the range of these missiles is impressive.
The efficiency of the radar depends on the altitude of the target. Low-flying aircraft are harder to detect, and helicopters cannot be targeted at all as they fly below the minimum detection altitude of the radar. That's why short-range air defense, SHORAD, is needed to complement long-range surface-to-air missiles.
Anti-aircraft standing by. Solid copy. Engage and destroy.
Momento questo. Attacco.
A fine demonstration of our firepower, Commander. The message is clear. No country equipped with our anti-aircraft systems need worry about its airspace being violated.
Andiamo. Carri armati.
Copy. Relocating.
Can you step on the gas a bit? We're crawling.
Sorry,
Infatti,
sir.
troppo
There are
lento.
strict speed regulations on the base.
Yeah, of course there are.
Browning.
This is the tank firing range. A platoon of M1A2 Abrams is ready for the demonstration.
120. Qui ci sono diversi
Tank armor
proiettili.
is much stronger on the front than on the sides. The training of our crews consists in maneuvering to engage the enemy from the flank, while minimizing the exposure of their own flanks. Tanks carry different types of rounds. Explosive rounds to engage infantry and lightly armored vehicles, and armor-piercing rounds to deal with highly armored targets.
Combat ready.
Explosive rounds are equally effective at any distance, but the penetration of armor-piercing rounds increases the closer you get to the target.
Poi c'è il fumo.
You should move closer to the targets to demonstrate the increased penetrating power of the kinetic ammunition, Commander.
M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go.
Ah, c'è sempre
I need suppressive fire over here. Suppressive fire. Abrams ready to roll. Target that location.
Sparate.
Heavy cavalry ready for action. I want all firepower on that position. Heavy cab ready to roll. Solid copy. Moving out. Armored is rolling out. Moving to shooting position. Heavy cab ready to rumble. M1 Abrams ready for action. Abrams here. We're combat ready. Gunner engage target.
Very well. Now, can you send as many targets as possible? Let's see what a Soviet invasion of Europe would have looked like.
Heavy cab ready to roll. Driver, halt, halt!
Our tanks benefit from good reverse speed, which is not the case with Russian-designed tanks. This allows us to move backward to avoid being overrun, while maintaining our powerful frontal armor facing the enemy.
Spara.
Heavy cab is on the field. Target identified. Fire! Heavy
Well,
cavalry
this is
ready
it.
for action.
70 tons of American diplomacy.
70 tonnellate.
You mean 70 tons of a diplomatic nightmare? I had explained to the Lithuanian government why they needed to reinforce all their road bridges from here to Poland to support their weight.
Moving out.
Sure, but when they arrive, nothing stands in their way. And how was your flight, Counselor?
Completely unremarkable. You know, I spent half my life in the air, so the only surprises would be finding snakes on the plane, flying the thing myself, or reaching my 60s without getting cancer. Helicopters are impressive machines. Boy, are they noisy.
Our pilots are ready to take off. Do you want to hop in for a ride, counselor?
Certainly. It'll be a nice change from those little private helicopters that fly like cabs.
Standing by.
Cargo helicopters can transport troops and supplies, but also vehicles as long as their weight allows it. One of our vehicles broke down during a maneuver exercise. Let's go and recover it with our helicopter.
New flight plan received. Low and slow. Here we go.
The hooks are in place. Now let's drop it off at the repair station.
Chinook here.
Vuoto. Qua.
Flight plan confirmed.
Scaricare.
Drop zone coordinates received.
The vehicle has been unloaded. The mechanics will get it back in working order. How about a little target practice now, counselor? Get behind one of the machine guns, and we'll put you in range of some targets to shoot at.
But I have never fired a machine gun before.
Ok.
Don't worry, it's very simple, and I'll be here to help.
Chinook, awaiting mission. New flight path set.
Adesso. Dovrebbe sparare a domanda.
Coordinates received.
Sparato a domanda.
Here we go! Come on, get some! Woo! Yeah!
Suppressive fire. Chinook, reporting in.
Get some! Get some! Yeah!
Heading there now.
Pretty impressive for someone who's never shot before.
That must be a natural.
Path updated.
All the targets are down. Let's head back to the
Ritorniamo alla
helipad.
base.
I've not had that much fun in a long time. You sure know how to entertain, Major. You should come work with me. With you by my side, getting those contracts signed would be a breeze. Plus, you wouldn't have to work with this grumpy old man anymore.
Thank you for the offer. At the moment, I'm tied to my current assignment.
I see. Well, think about it.
Allora, andiamo qua, striker.
Someone asked for a ride? Pedal to the metal.
This is the ATGM shooting ground. It stands for Anti-Tank Guided Missiles. They travel slower than tank rounds, but have a greater range. Their use is therefore preferable when the line of sight is unobstructed.
Yeah, I know that. Send the targets. Let's see that in practice.
Seleziona il bersaglio.
Suppressive fire.
Sparano automatici.
In absence of a specific command, the gunners communicate their targets to each other. If a missile is already in flight, the other gunner will give priority to another target. That way, no missiles are wasted.
It's a pleasant surprise to see I'm not the only one worrying about the taxpayers' money here.
The range of the missiles can be superior to the detection range of the unit, so they generally work alongside recon units. The gunners are trained to switch targets mid-flight if the initial target disappears or if instructed to do so. This is particularly useful, as the long flight time of the missile can give time to the enemy to take cover or activate their smoke dischargers.
I hope you use the old TOW 2A for this demonstration. The new top attack TOW 2B costs twice as much, so using them against anything other than a tank is a waste of resources.
Don't worry, sir. We use special training ammunition, both cheaper and less hazardous than regular ammo during exercises. By the way, Counselor, where do you and the General know each other from?
We were friends once. Good friends, actually.
Oh, and what happened?
Can we just not have this conversation, please? When do we get there?
Ok.
What's going on here?
Some of our vehicles broke down, apparently. Thanks to the diagnostic system integrated into our vehicles, we can easily identify which part is damaged.
Quando un veicolo viene colpito. Due livelli di criticità, quindi giallo e rosso. Poi vabbè la mira, puntamento, munizioni, penso meccanico.
We cannot let that happen. Not today.
Don't worry, sir. We have the necessary supplies to repair them. The commander will call a cargo truck from the support group and make sure they bring a big load of supplies with them.
Ok. Più rimanimenti. Bloccato? No. Ok.
As soon as the supplies are unloaded next to the vehicles, the crew will handle the repairs automatically.
Logi here, send traffic. Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me.
Scaricamento.
The truck was almost empty. We need more supplies than that.
Need supplies? Ain't gonna pay no toll this time. Tactical truck ready to haul. 99, mission accomplished.
Torno alla base. Finito già.
Put that hammer down! Couch on it! Let's get away!
Quindi stesso procedimento. Scaricamento.
Cargo dump!
Quindi in base alla quantità
The vehicles are now fully operational again.
c'hanno i rifornimenti.
Perfect. Now let's move on.
Troop
Riparano.
transport reporting in!
Ma cosa è rimasto? Corso di infiltrazione. Via.
Roger, we're on the move.
Ne rimane 2 soltanto. Munizioni. Ah, c'è pure... Ah no, l'hangar. Dimenticavo. Salta il tutorial.
I see nothing happening here. What's going on?
It's a good sign, sir. Our troops are exercising their camouflage skills here.
Abbiamo...
They try to reach the target area undetected by staying away from the hostile patrols, staying in cover as much as possible, and sprinting to move across open areas faster. Recon units are specially trained and equipped to remain as discreet as possible. They have a reduced visual, thermal, and electronic signature that makes them harder to detect.
Electronic signature? So they refrain from posting geolocalized selfies during the mission? Impressive.
Ok. Ops.
Sniper team, at your orders, sir.
No.
Moving silent. Copy. We're moving in silence. Stay low. Go fast. Infiltrating. Copy. Infiltrating.
Lo scatto dopo un po' si deve ricaricare, è giusto.
On the move. Stealth mode. Providing overwatch.
Stiamo fermi.
Spotted!
Ah, mi hanno
Hunters
individuato.
of gunmen here.
Com'è possibile?
We move in silence. Infiltration underway. Walking like ghosts. Sneaking in. Copy. Infiltrating. Infiltration underway.
Sono nascosti.
Snipers here. We move in silence. Infiltrating. On the move. Stealth mode. Copy. We're moving in silence. Moving quietly. Moving silent. Moving quietly. Infiltrating. Walking like ghosts.
Boh.
We move in silence.
Andiamo. Corriamo. Corri, corri.
Move, move, move.
Dovrei avere tutto il tempo, speriamo.
Sneaking in.
Però non ho capito prima nell'erba.
Nap!
Peccato, com'è possibile? Da dove è uscito questo? Non c'era prima. Ah,
Snipers, standing by. On the move. Stealth mode. Infiltration underway. Copy. Infiltrating. Infiltration underway. Infiltrating. Quick like. Moving quietly. Moving silent. Copy. We're moving in silence. We move in silence.
e sono nascosti, quindi.
Walking like ghosts. On the move. Stealth mode.
Ah,
Sneaking in. On the move. Stealth mode. Infiltrating.
ok.
Copy. Infiltrating. Copy. We're moving in silence. Walking like ghosts.
Sta arrivando quel veicolo, vediamo. Che giro fa? Secondo me questo sistema è un po' da rivedere. Allora, se fa lo stesso giro, c'ho sicuramente il tempo di caricare lo scatto. Dovrei farcela.
We move in silence. Moving silent.
Sempre se non c'è qualche altra sorpresa.
Go, go, go!
Scatto terminato. Quasi, quasi. Ah, sbrigati, sbrigati. Vai.
Well, well. Looks like we have hide and seek champions.
Ok.
Someone call for a cab?
Che è rimasto?
Already there.
Combattimento ravvicinato. Quindi una simulazione. Poco, andiamo.
Was Bennett's staff your first assignment, Commander? What about you, Major?
Immaginavo.
Yes, sir. It's been 5 years now.
Well, you didn't draw the winning ticket with him as CO. He was sidelined a long time ago, and you won't be able to advance your career if you stay attached to that sinking ship. What's being built here?
Nothing. This is the close-quarter training area. Infantrymen use these buildings to simulate urban combat. The rules are simple. We try to capture their sector, and they try to capture ours.
Sounds good. Let's see what you're made of, Commander.
Ok, ma andiamo. Striker. Ah, possiamo caricare già. Ottimo.
Good copy. Next waypoint
Fanteria.
received.
Facciamo questi.
Infantry weapons have varying ranges and efficiencies. Long-range support weapons usually require the unit to be static, while short-range assault weapons can be fired on the move. Assault weapons are also more effective once in range, and can be used to breach buildings held by enemy units.
Recon vehicle, ready. Get
Lasciamola
your
vedere.
asses out of my vehicle! Weapons team at your order. Reconnaissance is good to go. Weapons team under fire, requesting order.
Vehicles can provide excellent fire support, but are vulnerable to infantry anti-tank rockets. They must therefore be kept out of their range as much as possible.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
When units are under fire or take damage, their stress level increases, which makes them less efficient. There are 2 levels of stress expressed by a blinking orange or red color on their label. When a unit is low on ammo or heavily damaged, it's preferable to send it back to base rather than abandoning it to its fate.
Roger, moving in next
Units sent back to base become available again sooner, and you'll receive a bonus of requisition points proportional to their condition.
standing by. Rangers ready for combat. Moving there now. Our vehicle has been hit. Need repairs. Moving out. Smoke screen deployed. Already there. Reconnaissance standing by. Copy. Relocating.
Io.
Pedal to the metal. You'd be blind without us.
No.
All boy
Uscito.
catchers, disembark! Your eyes and ears, sir. Need some heavy
Occupiamo qua.
Reconnaissance, ready for action.
Se riesco a prendere. Stai con i Rangers. Via.
Moving there now. Recon vehicle, ready for action. All walking sandbag! Jump out! Rangers lead the way! Copy, we take that building. Pedal to the metal. Moving out. Roger, moving out.
Ce la fai? Strike con i Rangers, via.
Striker ready. Copy.
Stanno arrivando
Relocating.
un sacco di.
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Recon vehicle, send traffic, over. Already there. Defender smoke! Ass is out!
L'altro.
Striker here, we're combat ready!
Well, that was a good show, Commander. But it demonstrates one thing. Our allies are not ready at all to defend themselves. Had it been the Russians in front of them today, they would have been slaughtered.
Failure is part of training, sir. They're only reservists. They will
Ok.
continue to drill.
Sì, addestramento
That's
completato.
all well and good, but I'm not here for these
Beh,
trifles. I've got a
vediamo
major
poi
fighter jet contract to attend to. So here's the real showstopper. I want you to demonstrate its air-to-ground and air-to-air capabilities for our guests.
Take a seat, Miller. I'm in charge here.
Ah, General. I was wondering when you'd come out of hiding.
Ciao straniero.
So,
Sì,
what's on
pure
the
io ho
menu,
molte
chef?
aspettative.
We'll start with a classic. Close air support with good old A-10s.
Yeah, like in '91, the good old days. You never change your record, do you?
Shut up,
Per
Miller!
il momento
Commander,
merita,
you will be
poi
leading this
bisogna vedere
demonstration.
dopo.
Call in an A-10 and order it to destroy the marked targets.
Wow.
Planes must work in coordination with recon to target enemy ground units. The recon detects and identifies the target while the plane maneuvers to attack it.
Vai. Ho capito. Cambio quota e controllo su.
Let's go conning. I'm the ultimate ground pounder. Inbound. I know you want to see that gun in action. Proceeding is frag.
Stile partita. Ah, ecco.
Direct attack pattern confirmed.
Whoa! The sound of that gun always gives me chills. It reminds me
Con
of
il tocco dei flare
well, whatever.
proprio
Send the plane
stupendo.
back to base before it runs out of fuel.
Ritorno alla base.
Back to Texaco. Fencing out.
Now call in a Harrier to make a bombing run.
Ora chiami un
Oh,
auto.
great. Another old crate.
Quindi air. Yeah,
Turning to new heading.
pista. Devo partire. Sì, ecco.
Jump jet ready.
C'ha un volo di bombardamento, sempre in multiplayer. No, penso pure così. Vai,
Attack vector confirmed. Ready to pickle.
lancia un po' di democrazia.
Strike successful.
Send the plane back to base before it runs out of fuel.
Ritorna
Jump
alla
jet
base.
standing by. Time to bug out.
Quindi
All right,
stando-
Commander, send in the F-15EX now.
Finally.
Wow. E 15 pure.
This plane is equipped with a laser designation pod and smart bombs. You mark the target with the pod and the bombs will correct their trajectory to hit with pinpoint accuracy.
The big bird is in the air.
Allora, qua abbiamo seguimento laser, post bruciatori, attacco di precisione, volo di bombardamento e volo radente, quindi 3 tipi di... Proviamo con attacco di precisione.
Roger that. Strike area confirmed.
Lanciamo i laser, dovrebbe colpirlo adesso.
You see, making gun runs and guiding missiles is outdated. Now, you drop a bomb from as far as you can and you let it do the job for you.
Well, let's try again with a moving target this time. And you'll see that a human is still needed to predict the target's trajectory.
Ok, sempre quello.
Strike coordinates received.
No.
Rolling on the target area. Coming around now. Going for effect.
Che hanno qua?
Airstrike is go for effect.
The target is still standing, Commander. Don't make us look like fools. We're here to demonstrate the capabilities of this plane, not your lack of competence.
Proviamo con un bombardamento. Con volo radente.
Treetop level, roger.
Passiamo l'aereo.
CAS inbound. Danger
Vediamo
close.
se va. Non ci arriva.
CAS is on the way.
No. Non ti spostare. Non ti spostare.
Attack run complete. Turn it back.
Un bombardamento.
Bomb run
Vai.
confirmed.
No. Non nulla.
Eagle copies. Fight by fight. Preparing to pickle.
Niente.
Eagle here. Green light. Bomb run on target. Eagle mission ready.
Beh.
Solid copy. Diving on target.
Più o meno il giro è questo adesso.
Roger. Strafing the area. Eagle ready. Dive attack confirmed.
Vai.
Strike complete. Good effect on target. Faster than the speed of heat. Close air support incoming.
Finito le bombe.
position. Over.
Dovrebbe passare di qua.
Let's reduce them to scrap.
Se si sbriga, può darsi che non riesco a prenderlo. No.
Munitions on target.
When you take one of these bombs on the face like that, the coffin they send back home doesn't weigh much. Believe me. Send in the second F-15, Commander. This time to demonstrate its air-to-air capabilities against drones.
We have potential buyers for dozens of these
Vai.
planes, so make sure these drones are shot down nice and clean, Commander.
Remind me, Miller, are we here to defend these people or to sell them weapons?
Selling them weapons means they can defend themselves. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. I just make sure they buy from the right bait and tackle shop.
Drone destroyed. Proceed to next target.
Eagle standing by.
Ok, vai, messo il drone. Post bruciatori. Volo del suono rotto.
Fencing in.
Second target destroyed.
Engaging bandit.
3 out of 3.
There's one more drone, Commander. Finish it.
Tally ho! Target locked.
Vai.
Great job, Commander. If we don't land a contract for a few jets after that, I'll be damned.
General, we've got a problem. I've asked confirmation from the airbase, and they sent 3 drones as planned, not 4.
Oh, shit. Don't tell me we scratched some civvies who can't read a map.
No, sir. The radar signature was definitely that of a UAV.
Well, in any case, that means trouble.
Non metti niente di buono. Ottimo. Beh, riassunto, l'addestramento fatto. Continuiamo. Che dire, è molto bello. Sperando in un che non venga abbandonato. Ora, missione nella prossima live. Spero che il video vi sia piaciuto. Se vi piace seguitemi, mettete mi piace e ci vediamo presto in live oppure su YouTube a vedere il video. Vi ringrazio, ciao a tutti.